So really kind of the build out of the program kind of looked like this. There were three pieces to it. There was the enforcement piece, then there was kind of the community engagement piece, and then there was the stabilization, which was the third piece of that. So when we built the program, we knew that we could send additional resources into an area, it doesn't matter what you're talking about, and we could impact the crime rate. That's a natural progression. We know that that works, but it's a short-term fix. So what we were looking to do is have a more meaningful impact on what we were doing. In order to do that, we have to reduce the violent crime rate, then we have to kind of stabilize the area, bring in outside resources to help the stabilization effort, and we need the community's help to do all of that. So if you go back to kind of mid-October in the kind of Jennings area, there were a couple of kind of running gun battles that took place. One of them resulted in a homicide right around the mid part of October. I remember the date specifically. But that kind of, in the conversations with the precinct captain there, I'm like, look, we have this plan ready to go. We've kind of been waiting on, for lack of a better term, the rollout and public announcement of it on the part of the people that were involved in planning it. We're just going to get started right now.
I think what really drove it was the increase in aggravated assaults with firearms.
Right.
That was really, I think, the catalyst that started this, because nationwide, all police departments and agencies were seeing this catastrophic rise in assaults with firearms. The whole purpose of this was to not just impact the Jennings precinct and North County, but was to take a model of what we built and make it to where it could be movable around to address other areas of violent crime within the county. Moving forward, this model or prototype or whatever you want to call it would really not only emphasize the enforcement aspect, but would really heavily emphasize community engagement. We want the community to be engaged wherever we go in solving the solutions where they live, because this is really about fixing and upgrading and helping and addressing crime in the areas that they live. So everybody kind of came together to make this project a success. There was a reduction in violent crime, but it needs to be just more than a reduction in violent crime. It needs to be, okay, we're not coming in here reducing crime and then leaving. We're coming in here and going to a ground level on this. What do we need to sustain these changes that we've made? What community people can we get involved? The clergy, school districts, on the grassroots level. How do we make impactful change that is sustainable?